Joey normal when he knows he's gonna throw it deep and use the linebacker to rush him. But that's living dangerous though. I mean, that's obvious.
If I was going to get beat on the pass, it was going to get beat whether I was there or not. I just wanted to get to him to force a shorter game, not give him as much time to throw long bombs. I was trying to minimize my.
It's obvious what you're trying to do.
My one shot kill. You know?
It was Jordan, but.
It's odds of him catching wide open passes for 20 yards.
Jordan versus Dan.
Am I playing you next?
No. Oh. Or Dan Jordan.
Playing Morty?
Oh, God.
Boy.
Come at me, bro.
Jordan.
Jordan. Twirly, 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 girl.
That's what they're playing for. There it is. And the
I was trying to. It'd be pretty wild if I win this, because then I will have fully swept the fluff. Jordan's the only one I haven't played.
And then you get to play me and we split. So.
You can still play me again.
Going for the fluff sweep. Let's see what we can do.
I'm surprised I was able to stop him with fucking no Dion.
Yeah, no, it was good.
I like how he kept figuring out your play calls.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
Wild. Dude, that fourth down with the lob, short spin, cut, that was ridiculous.
Oh, they jumped out of bounds?
I was super happy it happened because it kept the game interesting.
Oh, I loved it because it was fun. But
I'm like, alright, the game's
that was total bullshit. That's the kind of shit that happens to the Bears.
Fucking jump.
You got it.
Should have been a touchdown.
This is what they're playing for.
They can't respond. Do you want them to like ejaculate on their
I wasn't talking to you. Do your thing. I wasn't talking to you. Talking to our fan.
No, we're gonna do another belt thing right before the Man Bowl or during the Man Bowl video. We'll show off the belts, announce the retirement, and then we'll go into the song. After my usual, spiel. This is Dan. This is Bill. Blah blah blah.
That can't happen.
I know.
If that happens, we're setting apart.
Yeah.
Nice, I got Rod Bernstein back.
I got it.
Wow, Bernstein's back.
No,
Steelers
you're the
win.
fucking Seahawks. You got Chris Warren again. You're gonna
Steelers
like
win.
No, you won't.
Detroit's up 17-3 on Dallas.
Go Detroit.
Good. Dallas sucks and Detroit doesn't. Ish. Still Detroit.
Fucking Prescott is killing me.
Yeah, me too.
And you're okay with that?
No, I'm not.
So fuck them boys.
No, I want them to lose. I want Prescott to throw a fourth touchdown.
That's a shitty fantasy football fan.
Fuck you and your
mentality.
opinion.
Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck their players and their
That's
stats.
what we call atrocious.
And you rooting
We'll see what we can
for
do.
a Cowboy as an Eagles fan is disgusting.
Shut up, Todd.
What?
Shut up, Todd.
Oh, no. I'm not saying that all of the Cowboys players and their families should die in a plane crash. Like, that isn't my thought.
Isn't it though?
Our friend Todd used to put up a $100 bounty.
He did it once.
Well, he did it twice.
He used to do it, and it happened.
Every time we played at his
He
house.
said he would do it every time we played after that, yeah.
Yeah, every time we played at his house. He
And
would
he
put up a
stopped
$100 bill. If you injured a Cowboy, you won the $100.
Man, I like him already.
Wasn't it injure like all of the Cowboys, or was it just injure?
It had to be
Cowboys?
one Cowboy, whether he was on that team or not.
Fluff sweep.
So if he was a Cowboy that
Oh,
was
yeah,
traded,
sweep
that's why
superior,
Aaron Smith
baby.
qualified.
I'm trying.
That's right.
Man, that'd be really easy
I
now.
believe in you, but yeah.
What with the Cowboys in the league, we get injured them constantly.
Seriously.
He says there were more rules.
Oh no, there was no. You couldn't lose to the Cowboys either. Nobody could lose to them.
No blades, no brown, no bows. Leave your weapons here.
What do you got there, Friar? Oh, it's finest brew for the good Shires fighting madness. A mighty kick, eh?
So Todd says twice correct, and then correct again. So I don't know if he's saying correct twice
I believe
because he
in the thing
said
called
twice.
Twice
Or-
and then correct that you injured a player.
No.
Something.
Just trying to explain Todd to you.
I was worried I was going to see rain.
I like that you put the tight jeans away so your balls can hang loose and you can bounce them around on camera. It's a shame you're not going to be playing any more games.
They're blocking. Yeah.
How's that feel? Jared, you sweep Jared and then he just bends you over in the playoffs. That's harsh.
He didn't bend me over.
That was a good game.
I should have nailed it.
If I would have stopped one of those fucking kick returns, I probably would have won.
Dude, that was insane. That back to back to back.
Hell
was
yeah.
fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And
It would have been a different game if I would have stopped one of them.
if you spend some time play that through a season or so, there is absolutely a skill to kick returns.
Yeah, I get that.
It certainly helps them. You have to have
And this
find
season
your
they
fast
stood
guy
out
is
more.
number one.
This season they stood out more.
Harper's great.
You look at like last season.
But there's like
like
a
a
circling around to pull them to you into a group, and then you kind of like there's you have to learn some moves.
What are you saying, Ryan?
It's not like this season. It was probably the most we've had probably in the last
Wow.
like 8 seasons. Like it was this season was a lot. And part of that was because I figured this thing out with,
Chris Miller,
with my team.
Fuck Chris
And,
Miller.
Well,
this is the
player
first
did
time they've
not-
ever had like a
Fuck
good
Chris
return
Miller.
game.
The player in the
All
top
my
spot-
homies hate
So
Chris
that-
Miller.
All my homies hate him too.
What's that?
What, the player in the top spot thing?
Yeah, I saw. I took Chicago.
No, that's not what it is.
Oh, that's what it is from Saints.
No, great move.
And all these years, nobody told me that.
Well, that's not like for Hughes. That's that at least when I had.
If he's on the bench, he doesn't move like that.
That wasn't my experience.
Yeah, because the first, I had started with him
Yeah.
Okay.
the first couple games.
It's a good start.
And then he got in the bag,
Negative 7 yards.
and he was on the bench,
Mhm.
and he didn't return a kick. And then
Should
when
punt
I
this
overheard the conversation, I put him in the first cornerback spot,
Okay.
and next thing you know, he started returning kicks.
Let's try to get it bounced.
Well, I know when Bill was in New Orleans, he found that.
I've never had my
it
punter
worked for
come
some of the
down
players
and
that
actually
have
be
the
able to-
same-
Yeah, I was surprised.
It
I was
doesn't
like,
work for Eric
yeah,
Allen.
we better get out. It's like, I'm
You put
here,
Eric
let's
Allen
go.
CB1, he's not a good kick returner. Despite the fact that he's 69 max speed.
Better get Oob.
There's nothing you can do.
There's
against
certain
the
players that,
return.
despite their stats,
At least that was, again,
Really
it's been a
well.
long time since I've
Sometimes.
used New Orleans. Like
and there's
that.
others that like will boggle your mind.
God.
Like guys that have like really shitty speed stats
No,
who are
let me ask you
basic
this.
returners.
I feel
You
like
have to do this
Jerome
experiment and find
was
out.
in
you know?
fake bad last game, and now it's real.
And defending against them too, there's also a skill on it.
think
Is
that's-
there a difference?
I think that's likely.
Say the
yeah.
same guy kick return the whole time. The very first kick return he has, blows it like Second time now he's a beast. Or is it pretty much every time?
No,
No, it's
I mean,
conditions.
condition seems to like impacts it. It's not.
Savvy
And
hands
it's generally
receiver.
consistent with like the player.
It's savvy.
conditions
Jesse
and
has
stuff.
Thinking
to-
like how to
Chris
test
Miller doesn't
this,
make that.
like,
Making
have a
it
save
happen.
state where you're in the roster change and then have one right before the kickoff. And
This
that
guy
way you just bounce back and
pictures for a
forth.
living.
Try all these
But he
different
doesn't give you what you asked for.
things.
They were
I mean, at the end,
they were on it,
at
and
the
John
end of the
Bailey
day,
sucks.
Just practice.
He just
Yeah, I thought
he's
it was
like,
very
but
good.
At the end of the
no
day,
less
it's like
guy.
whether you have a guy that can be
Seems
fast
to
or
be
not, it's
Wildcard.
still.
Before the manhole.
fucking
and-
three
Do a little bit a few
yards.
circles at first to get your speed going, and then start weaving around, no sharp cuts, and then
Yeah,
they
but-
want to like grab all the guys to like a cluster, and then you can maneuver that cluster behind you.
4 points
Sometimes-
closer to losing. Here we go.
And sometimes
That's the
you just
idea.
kind of end up.
Sometimes you just have to-
Sometimes you just kind of like
Easy.
make a zigzag
Mr.
and you're just through.
13 and
You know,
fucking
like,
3.
It's hard.
Good
it's like a flowing life form. You just
Check
have to
it.
like figure out a way to fuck your way through.
complex
But
game. of-
Casey shanked an extra point with the computer. Like,
It is, I mean,
her
that's, you know,
Right? So when you're defending,
I
at
thought
least
I
you
had
can
escaped
avoid
that
their
mess.
blockers, and so when you're down there,
Yeah, there's always-
I
was wrong.
Pursue,
There's always the
past
one
you,
offense
and then
random.
he has your drones to worry about. So you have to make sure you don't over pursue sometimes, and like play a bit of like a pre-event situation. It's hard.
that's the you weren't allowed to be.
Let's see if I can get
no
past the 50
computer
this game.
change to the Cowboys was permitted.
Yeah, that's what I said. The Cowboys cannot win a game.
Yep.
And a played game, obviously, is sin. They're
Yeah.
gonna win whatever, but
Yeah. Well, with Carl in the like playing the Cowboys, that you know that was almost true.
Fuck that
it
dive.
was almost true.
Did he almost beat anybody? Just maybe me. But,
Man games.
yeah.
No.
No.
I can't. I don't know.
What was the question?
Did he almost beat anybody?
I'll say that through the
What
first 6 games of the season, he scored 15 points.
But there was a thing.
Skill!
There was
I don't wanna
one,
play
like,
this
maybe it was
again.
Friday,
Fuck.
maybe it was Saturday night. He got on like the 1 yard line fumble.
Yeah.
And then he had he stopped him, and then had another drive. and
skilled
fumbled
the
again.
shit out
Like
of
he had potential, but it just the game.
He was better last season.
Yeah.
Like he was more effective last
Pardon
season. but we also were more aggressively
Let's get my offense
telling
back on the
him,
field.
like coaching him after games and saying you need to be doing this, you need to be putting the right guys in. You can't have Corey Fleming at wide
Jesus
receiver
fucking
one.
Christ.
Right.
John?
All I remember about last season is the ball would snap and his throw wouldn't move for like 2
Somebody
seconds.
misses Andre Ware.
But this season the ball would snap. And
That
his
was
throw wouldn't move right away.
something.
That's what I noticed.
He used a D lineman the whole season.
I also noticed that.
I didn't have a problem because at times it could be effective, but it didn't. There wasn't a rhyme or reason to what he was doing. He would just like cycle backwards until he got to either one of the middle guys and then just run into the line. Like, I mean, Josh was doing a lot of that early on. He was calling normal and using Seth Joyner and just kind of like smashing into the line for a while.
But like he adjusted.
Yeah. I mean, but Josh is a technical.
Nice.
Like,
I don't understand. And I don't have to.
Get to find out.
And threw the ball intentionally grounded the shit out of it.
That is correct.
I mean, there was probably a running back in there somewhere.
That was.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the pass to the bus, who was otherwise engaged.
Yeah.
He was in a crash.
Ah, that's amazing.
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
Got out of balance.
I don't know. He moved his guy off the snap every play and he didn't have any shame games. To me, that's progress. You can
I
say
mean,
it's-
not having, like, last season he had 2 Shane games and 5 computer games, which, you know. And some of the things that he was doing this season, they were deliberate and intentional, but, you know.
Sucks afterwards, but I think at the same
We'll
time.
figure it out.
So he said
Your
you guys
quarterback
played
looks
before
really
he
good.
beat you the first
My
time.
quarterback.
Is that
looks
real, or did you
really,
He and I got together
really
during the
something.
regular, like
He
a
does.
couple of weeks ago and played.
Less than
and,
good by a bunch.
Yeah, I used the first game we played 4 man games, I used 4 different teams, like league teams, and he used his team. And, the first game, it was me as Arizona and him as Dallas, and he beat me 27-24.
It's a new quarter. It is a new quarter. Let's see what we can do.
Which
See
was
if-
good
see
because
if Chris
it
Miller's
helped
camp
me
to,
to see
play,
that there
or if he's gonna be
was
bench.
something going on with my defense that continued into half of this season, where just every pass was completed.
Oh my god.
What's happening in Jordan right now? Usually you have to pay like $5.99 a month for it.
Come on, yeah. Cash App makes everything easier.
There's a new Groupon. It's actually $3.99.
Ah,
It's happening
yeah.
today. It's cheaper. Dan took advantage.
Hold on, let me go sign up.
Yeah. You don't need to because you're not going to be seeing me next week. That decision's made. How we doing, Chris? Okay, I believe that. Derek, oh, you look great. Harold, sure.
Don't worry, he's in Miller condition.
Goldie, ooh. OJ, ooh. Hodge, you hate to see it. Yeah, I trust you back there, Pickens. Put the ball on the ground immediately. All
So
right.
Josh, based on your experiences this weekend with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that you used, what are, in your opinion, what are flaws that you see in the team?
Cheat.
And you can't say the playbook.
That was gonna be my first answer to the playbook.
Once again.
But I understand
Can't
why. I've
You eventually do, just a quick
You know,
And
seems to
you'd be
do it
surprised
every
what
play.
their playbooks are
Chris
actually
Miller's
pretty
on the
amazing.
board.
and I'm sure they
It's-
might be.
On the
just,
board.
I guess the style
I prefer
that
he get on the
typically would normally
part of the
play
board that
is
starts
might
with
be
an I.
not
I mean,
that
he really helped you in the first quarter.
So
He did. He really
did,
helped you.
that's all.
He did. I'm
I
looking
think,
for some more
I
help.
have
He's
to
an
really
imposter.
think
He's trying to
about
help his
more.
old team.
You
I'm
know,
looking for more help here. You don't need to.
You missed it. Chris Miller completed a pass.
Just the game
2 in a row.
mechanics. I'm
He's
just not
heating
used
up.
to that.
You're also saying you'd like to have like a really good safety.
Like I'm saying, my play style, like I said, I would rather have one stud safety
and then the rest of the players be general, or somebody I could cover the field with.
Right.
I think I would do. I was telling Steve, I think I would do much better with his style of team.
Everyone would.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, right.
I don't think I would enjoy it. I don't know. Oh, that was weird. Did you see that?
yeah. It's thinking about breaking again. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I don't like not being able to tackle guys. I hate having to rely on my diving skill.
Yeah, I don't understand. One thing I know is the run dynamic where taps and like collisions come into play. I still don't really grasp.
Only when it's even. Like when the
56 passing
when the
speed, Mike Dick.
stats are even, or like the probability is even, they get tied up and start grappling. That's the only time where it seems to matter where the speed of your buttons.
Oh, I didn't tell you to go down.
Everything else is
But
based
yeah,
on.
the chairs like that.
Yeah, if you leaned back a
If
time.
I'm
so-
hitting
yes,
your
you did.
guy and I have a 69 hitting power and your guy has like a 13 hitting power,
It's gonna
you're
blow
going to
up.
get put
Right,
down
I
in
get
a
that.
second. So
I thought you went down a little bit. I
No,
didn't
it
realize
is
you could make a
there's
speed with
some
that.
kind of like a dice roll.
I did
behind
it
it.
No, a dive will take
but
anything.
I was not planning to go
It's
all
just
the way.
figuring out that dive.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
they're in a grapple,
Unless
sometimes
they,
they'll fly off, but it almost always.
Oh, I never saw that. But I guess that's
I'll tell you,
Look, you was like
this,
see someone
this
dive.
game diving is important.
Put in
And
the superior
it's one of being able to
Timothy
dive tackle
Lester.
the way I can in this game is huge for me in NES because I can't out tap anybody.
right. You have to, right? Yeah.
So like when I'm in a situation where I really need to take somebody down, I can use the things that I've learned playing this game to be able to dive better in that game.
My technique is that I don't tap that well either, but I use a prolonged approach where I try to make a move when my drones will help, and then
Yeah, yeah.
hopefully you're minimizing.
And you can do the same
And
thing.
you're
in this.
minimizing, and then eventually you're hoping for a turnover.
Cheat.
Oh.
Wow. And they chopped him.
Yeah.
Chopped the ball in.
Wanted to leave him with a little feeling after.
Reminder.
Yeah. Don't do that again, buddy.
Once more with feeling.
Yes.
The other thing, I guess I don't know the playbook's good enough to know the hot routes, things like that really helps out a lot.
Yep. Yeah, and that's where like the
Check downs too, your quick
You know.
like XP or
Yeah,
Spending
and
energy,
the path of the arrow helps. 'Cause
Yep.
then
That's
I can go 1-2 and I know where the
Yeah.
guy is.
And I can
so
give
I'm
you-
like, I guess that's it.
I can give you a
And
link
it's different per
to.
play. Like which,
Yeah,
where the arrows
absolutely,
go.
right.
I can give you a diagram of every play in the game
Well,
that lists their order, but it's still a timing and practice.
Typically, in the past, I would sit there and just run one play over and over and get the tap count down in my
That's
head. and
that's
I
the
think
thing.
a lot of
way that-
we play against
do an
you on
entire
Twitter.
season with just one passing play at a time.
Yeah.
Just to
I should've
learn
just
that passing
ran
play.
it.
Yeah.
Like that's what Joel does.
That's what Joel does, but he does
That still
it.
wasn't
He
the
does
field goal
every
range
off
anyway.
season. He does 2 to 4 seasons of each play in each playbook, and so he's putting in 40, 50, 60 seasons every off
It's
season.
nice to have that reverse though, because you could fade, you go down 3 and then go back 1. Instead of going
Yep.
recycling back through.
Mhm.
There's a
Well,
lot of dynamics that are different.
One thing that I like to tell people is there's so many different ways that you can cycle, and there's different functions to doing them. Sometimes there's a really strong benefit to just running through your guys because it screws
down.
with the defender.
Yeah.
He was short.
I thought it was short.
I'm in the
So
back.
did I.
I'm doing
You
the
know where you're at and
decline
what
other
you're
way.
doing.
I thought it was short, too.
I thought it was short.
From any receiver,
Right.
on any given play.
Wait just a second.
2
This
A's
would be
or
the
2
moment
X's
Dan would
will
be
take
throwing
you
Snickers
to
bars at Jordan.
I think the monsters makes up half the Snickers.
He was short. If there's one thing I don't do, it's I don't do the things I tell people I will murder them.
He was
for doing.
short.
No, we'll do it for you.
That's
Here,
incredible.
I want you to have this. You deserve it.
Hey Joel, if you pass me my nuts.
Phenomenal.
But just remember.
Do you want me to just
A lot
stick
of
some
it was
also
just
nuts?
nuts. Pass me my nuts.
And how heavy are they? I
I
need
just
to-
want to grab
I
your
need to know
nuts
how
so
much
bad, I
force
just don't
to
know
use.
where they are.
They're like a folded bag. They should be right there. They're right there. Roll it up. Roll up bag.
Man, it must be nice to have an invulnerable drink guy.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You only had to sacrifice Bernie.
I've watched him do that. And some of the recordings.
Whose dick do I get some luck around here?
Nine.
Clearly, it's mine.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a real halftime in a little bit. I need 3 minutes.
Whoa.
Oh, they marked him short this time. That's cute.
Well, he was short.
He was short last time. You get a bad spot. Should have challenged it.
The line judge said it wasn't.
I'm gonna still frame that once this video comes out. Get it framed and give it to you.
You can autograph it too.
Oh,
Yes, from the man who defeated handily. Your friend, Jordan.
All of us.
Man, I thought I avoided you. You're like, I'm coming under the I'm coming, master. I'm coming.
On Lou.
You wanted me to win. You wanted that path.
No, yeah, I'm pissed. I'll let him come back.
Hey, you gotta light that fire, baby.
You wanted that path.
Sometimes
Put
you gotta
me
know
into
how
a
to.
situation, he used linebacker, where that actually ended up being the right play style against not getting killed by a
Jordan
Cole pass because I didn't give him time.
One of these
It
eight
actually kind of worked out.
Clearly.
Either way.
Somewhere
Otherwise, I think I would've
over
relied on
here is a
trying to
play that I
cover
may
Butler
have
too
input
much.
into the
And
system.
we got a victim list. So it's weird how that worked out.
It's interesting. The stars of night. Stop talking to me. You're
Dude, last time
distracting
you
me from the
two, last time you played was the Man Bowl, right?
Yep.
Okay,
The Chicago.
I'm gonna like go upside the head with
game. Oh my goodness. I think he got the first.
That literally was a touch
It was
punch.
really funny. He did
It
it.
looked just like the touch
He
punch.
ran backwards and got tackled.
I thought that was gonna
Yeah.
happen. He just like said, nope.
Right.
There's that
Time for the game.
1 yard left.
They come in. Nope, he's short.
But under 30, he couldn't go.
Right.
Once he got past the line of scrimmage.
No, not in this spot.
Sometimes that's,
Oh, yeah,
that's the way to
fourth
go.
quarter?
No, it's if
They
you
do a
kill
lot
I felt
of
like I
things
could
really
call,
well.
I could call a lot of
When every player you put on the
There's a
field
number of
is
seconds in the
fantastic,
rules. What's that number?
makes for some interesting, you know.
Back in the end zone?
Ooh.
Almost. Not quite. Kinshin smart. He knows the glitch.
The ding
There's
dang.
subjectivity to it.
Oh, interesting.
Statistically, that's.
Thanks. I'd have to look at the rule, but the spirit of the rule is like if this you need to get down to get the time to get the play. I think it might even be 10 or 15 of the rule. Because realistically, if you're in that range, like man, you know,
Yeah, because if it's 30, you could still do two.
yeah, it's clearly.
Two more are happening here.
Touchdown.
Oh.
So Dan owed the punt to Steve, right?
I'll take it now.
Which will go to next season, which works out there.
It does. But I think going forward, that should be.
I'm surprised you didn't take the
We'll
points.
discuss.
You had the top hash. Take the field goal and then get the ball back in the second half.
I think that rule could use some discussion
More
anyway.
points.
Fuck. I don't know what you're worried about.
With the idea of it, that you have to focus on the playoff games with the only play in the playoffs.
Let's avoid that.
No,
Let's avoid
so-
that. Oh.
Yeah, it,
There's a playoff.
We'll,
you're right.
We'll discuss rules in the
I was wondering yes or no there.
It's on
Put
the
me in, coach.
That's what we're doing.
It's Brantlin
It's just one of
time.
those things that we just want to openly discuss. No one's like angry about it. We just kind of like.
I should also.
Oh, I'm angry. I'm angry.
Sure.
Chris Miller.
Why not?
Yeah, fuck you, I'm hungry.
Maybe you should trade Chris Miller for Sam Humphries.
No
No,
balls.
I have another trade available.
No balls.
I'm gonna look at it.
Your range of motions is like.
Said no balls. Miller for Everett. Make it happen.
It's like, Luke,
It's an auto trade, make it happen.
give me angry. Give me happy. Give me half Jiggleful.
Lion face. Lemon face. Man, isn't it rough, Bill, when you go into the playoffs and you don't have like most of your players?
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Who are you referring to?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just talking. Bill and I, like we've had experiences where we've had a lot of injuries going into the playoffs and
Oh yeah.
how tough that can be.
I don't know if that's like.
Jesus Christ.
Probably wasn't who that was. I don't think he plays for that team. It's a tough path. Tough path.
Tough.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Jesus.
Good old Stan Humphries. Dylan, what do you do?
Andrew Tate.
Oh yeah, Dan, he did get offenses.
He's a offensive player.
Yeah,
He was the all-pro
movie
quarterback.
just starts spinning plays and attack.
You led the league in QB percentage,
Yeah.
in completion percentage.
Probably
And
because I
QB
refused to throw at Dion.
You also led the league in QB rating last season too. And
Yeah, I don't know how I did that. I think it's more believable this year.
Would you lead the league in?
Hmm?
Would you lead the league in?
Completion percentage.
QB rating.
QB rating.
Ooh.
It's because when he told the receivers to run the route, they listened.
Jesus. Oh
Wow,
wow.
that was fun.
I just want to know how my receiver made the Pro Bowl with.
Probably yard
Yours
reception.
You probably had more touchdowns than mine. I think that's what it was. I had 50 touchdowns. I think you had 18.
I was out of what?
And I don't know what the yard
Oh,
is.
it's
Oh,
so there's also a thing in the game the way it does like all pro and rewards. If a player exceeds all other players by too high of a number, a lot of times the computer will just skip them
Oh wow.
when it's setting it'll still list them in the records and stats and stuff like that. But when it's picking all pro and whatnot, it's like fuck that guy. He wants too much money. Let's get rid of him.
I'm pretty sure I made All Pro last year, and I had more higher
You did.
numbers.
But you might have had someone else that was closer to you
Oh, maybe.
that caused it to recognize it. I'm not. I mean, no one knows exactly what causes it. But it's a thing that happens.
Now is that a stat we keep? Like how many guys? Or that doesn't even matter.
No. We have all the recordings from all of the seasons, but we don't generally track individual player stats into a spreadsheet just because.
Well, I meant like more like a coach stat. Like you had 12 guys in the Pro Bowl your whole life. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh no. We just look at it at the end of the season
Alright.
and
It seems
celebrate our weekend victory.
I know it's
It's
stupid.
like random bullshit that the
I'll keep
computer
my own
decides
stats,
upon. It's just
And what about like playoff matchup records versus career?
We
Like
used
these
to.
two here.
We have the information is stored in the spreadsheet. I don't collate that into a separate area. We just lump it into the all-man games. I do a head-to-head section so you can see your record against another player, but I don't break out like your record versus them in the playoffs as opposed to during the regular season. But that
Oh
shit.
no.
You could get that potentially.
Oh, it's super easy to find.
Yeah.
It's just not something that I move to a different spreadsheet.
Yeah, when I was doing the rankings, there was a lot of data that I was able to extrapolate from.
Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off!
Yeah.
I have no control over.
Wow, you didn't know your guy?
Nope, fuck!
You still got tackled in.
I know.
You may not have got it if you controlled him because you're the guy that got it by
That's
not
true.
controlling him. So
You would not have caught up.
that was it.
I'm just stunned he called that play. 'Cause that
Maybe
play's not
you were
good.
using your Neuralink to do it.
Maybe.
Got that plan?
George got what he needed.
Dude, I can't wait to be a cyborg.
Means we can live forever. So.
Give me my robot body. I am ready.
As long as I can
This
do it.
thing is. I'm done with
Just
it.
take my brain out. Like take my brain, put it in something I'm good. You know?
I mean, I don't need the physical brain. Just download my
What
consciousness.
about
I'm not sure. We'll
Whatever.
what about that show Upload? You ever see that?
I don't know.
Bless you.
Is it like a? Yeah, I don't think so.
It's where they take your conscience and put it into like virtual reality. It has like everything.
That's why Terry.
Or people from the real world can come visit you.
Not so broken now, is it?
Message me a link for the show. I don't think I've ever read it, but it
Really?
sounds interesting.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, this is actually pointed out. You can tell me information. If I put in that says
Throw the fucking ball, you clown!
Like it's another ring is whatever.
I highly recommend that everyone
Make that eventually is going to go map your neural pathways.
Yeah.
Memories and personality.
Is he Hulk out?
Give him 5 minutes.
And so they'll be able to paste like memories and stuff.
I love discussing that concept.
All right, now.
Not right now.
Yeah.
I am pro. That's what you should look
So it's
at.
like, where does the soul go?
What is it?
Figuring out how to map the human consciousness and digitize it.
So like understanding that.
It's humanity's easiest path to immortality. Maybe only.
I'll stick to making a new version of this.
Wait, hold on a second. Don't hear me out.
Here was
You need my robot body, John.
Whatever it was, there was a connection. Yeah. And so then I was able to
Can my robot buddy dunk?
running places.
It's very important.
Oh, I'm certain. Yeah. I'm certain you would pay extra for like the extra knees.
Yeah, I really want to talk to.
Super
But if you have a robot
I
body, why would you
think
want to
he's
dump?
probably the
Don't
guy.
know.
You said, can my robot body dump?
No, dunk.
And
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to get a hold of Brewdog and talk to him potentially where in what direction
Oh shit!
to make that potentially.
Chris Miller doing what he does best.
Fucking up the
Sucking.
game. Fucking up the playoff game. That's what Chris Miller does.
I just didn't make
Andre Ware gets the touchdown.
takes
That's
me
just saying.
serious.
Chris Miller wanted the Atkins diet, I guess, but unfortunately.
Oh. Joel. Too soon. Chris is a family. It's too soon.
Who beat you?
Everybody.
Him?
Yeah.
Him.
Right. That's this.
You think I'm excited about this? No, no excitement.
I'm very excited.
You should
I
be.
can see it.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Who are you playing next?
This monitor's blocking most of it.
How did you guys do in the regular? Who won?
He won in this season. Last season I won.
fucking field goal.
No, regular season right now.
Yeah, this season he
Oh,
won.
okay.
Last season I won our matchup. So
Greg's not feeling it.
yeah, we were the last game for me in the season, and Bubba was hurt. I sent the starters.
Chris Miller overthrows that.
I don't see the playoffs. It's fine.
Quite likely.
Bubba comes back. Nice.
Okay.
Is that the next week? Or will the
Yep.
next game be
That's
the-
us.
Is there any court action?
Nope, that's us.
No, I'm trying to find it.
The ones he played the last 2 games.
Alright.
Because one of the things that I was just going to
Game down.
too.
Right?
is
I know, but okay.
how did it go down so hard?
Doing
So,
great.
because the thing
I'm
that
doing
was
shit.
is gold run. And then they were doing some other side and they were passing. So what if I shifted on that? Is that make sense? Sometimes
I think it does. I just haven't. Never been able to put my finger on it or try to objectively be able to look
Yeah,
at it.
you're right,
That's probably the only thing this kid's working out for Jordan.
Any type of consistency.
and what's
When he uses those
frustrating
dies,
is like,
gets bailed out.
there's not enough time. Like I can.
Yeah, it's a couple times where I'm like,
You know.
oh, I lined this up.
32
This is,
games a
oh
year
no,
plus
it's
playoffs.
Dennis. He's too fast.
He bailed out every time.
Yeah,
No, I
there's a reason.
Oh, of course there's a reason.
Sometimes I will watch video and just be like, okay, like just
That is a good use of video.
can see for certain things, but
That's Gary Plummer, right?
Yeah, he's been feeling it.
He's
Yeah,
Josh
he's been
Fulton.
he's been feeling
What
it.
I'd say is
The Niners like to play goal line.
I've been looking for,
and that's
for about
excellent
6
Tim
years
Lester.
now.
So he's no
Somebody that
slouch.
wanted to compile
Excellent Tim
statistics
Lester
to
that
help
he's
me out.
warming up.
That's
So,
right.
yeah.
So if you decided that you wanted to do this, if you're a spreadsheet data guy, I can get you all the videos from
since you have all kinds of free time.
for all of
That's a paying gig,
for
right?
all of the IDP stats.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the spreadsheet's already built. You just need to go in through the video and input all the data,
He's
and
gonna
then you
pay.
can do anything you want with it that you think
Yeah.
is interesting.
He's gonna pay you in handies.
Even print it out and have sex on it. But whatever turns you on, you know. I'm not going to kink shame.
Does he only have to go to the end screen?
I love a good spreadsheet. What?
The only
The field
person does
goal.
it for the end screen every single game is the idea, or
Yep.
No, the videos that we take at the end of the season where I go through IDP,
okay.
those statistics.
Oh.
You know, I have a stats
Oh
page.
my God.
The
Serious.
beyond
Oh,
the stats.
insta-tackle.
stats.
See, there's stats in those stats that we don't have access to otherwise.
Right.
Specifically, returner stats.
We already checked.
All of that
Yes.
stuff is lacking. We don't have a way of tracking returner
That's
stuff
what I mean.
without
We did.
collecting all of the data from the returners.
Yeah, I get that.
Even more so, we can't track return yards in man games. More specifically, even with that, we can do it
Right.
because if the game doesn't show it to you, the only way I know to get it is I think I mentioned it at the tournament last weekend.
That's
The guy's Slim.
That's perfectly nuanced.
That guy's Slim that I mentioned last weekend. He has a program where you can give him a save state from the
You
game,
can pull.
and he can pull it from
Yeah,
each
that's
individual game. He can pull the raw data out of it, and that includes all of the statistics.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a guy in my league who does that. He does it all for him, and at the end he posts all his. He's talking like tackles, everything.
Nice
Yeah,
block.
it's kind of cool.
You're talking about.
You always block him. I mean, I just assume
Boy,
it's a
oh boy, oh boy.
execution. Come on, guys. One more time.
Got it. You got it.
Congratulations. Thank you. I appreciate it. Come on, blocker. Where you at? Just doesn't get through the fucking line. I wasn't sure if I had a second gun. Just one touchdown.
You did.
I needed to score on the fumble return touchdown.
It's quiet as a church in this motherfucker.
What is subject?
Fuck.
What the fuck? No.
I thought it was a pick.
We were all hoping.
Nothing is over. How's this shit?
Well,
Yeah, how's this shit?
like a mouse.
What you think? Guess how many kicks I cost this season?
You're gonna have one.
Well, no, the number is 1. It would be 2 if I do it,
Double down.
but
Double deuce.
You do.
I have my doubts on this one, boys.
Everything but the kitchen sink.
No.
Oh, you're saying
I have
there's
to
a
ch- I have to
chance.
change my lineups. You're gonna have to give me a second once you switch to the Oh, we can't do that from here. That's a shame. Damn it, Blades. Switch to Hope. game. Game over.
Wow. Good game, fellas.
Ah,
Man, Bill gets the easy road with him, man.
Get a fucking dick!
I hope every one of your
And
fucking
what's the
players-
easy road?
Jordan's limping roster. He's
Oh.
missing his starting running back, his starting safety, and D lineman.
I'll get them all back next game.
That would be wonderful.
Do you?
We need time first.